Now, we've already done a video on Black Hayagriva, but I think it's time for a bit of an update because in the past, I think we did not have the different traditions in a chronological order. So I think that's important now just to clarify, especially because some of the paintings that are up on the Har website are really quite good. There's quite a few masterworks. And then we have a number that are quite late, meaning that they're 19th century, mostly out of Palpung Monastery, and probably productions of Jamgon Kongtrol. But the quality is really quite good. Um, with regards to painting style and technique and being masterworks. So where we want to start is with Hayagriva is really an Indian cultural deity. It's coming out of the early texts. It's coming out of the Puranas, the Apabhramshas. It's coming out of these kinds of post-Vedic material and very much Vaishnava. Hayagriva is an emanation of Vishnu. But then with Tantric Buddhism adopts a lot of these different forms and emanations of Shiva, of Vishnu, and others. The different Shaktis as well. So what we have is coming out of India, we have a kind of a red form, one face two armed, three faces eight armed. We have different forms of Hayagriva. But when we get to Tibet, then we really start developing a lot more varieties of iconography. And for the black forms of Hayagriva, the first one we really come across is in the 11th century, and it's with a teacher named Jungchub Dawa Gyaltsen, and he is believed to have discovered these revealed treasure or mined treasures of some kind, and then he passed on a one-face, two-armed form of Hayagriva. In his upraised right hand, he's holding a sword, and in his left hand, I believe I'm not sure, but it might be either a lasso of fire or it might just be fire in the left hand. I would have to check more with the text, but I think we do not have a lot of art, a lot of representations, but it appears to be fire. I would have to really look and see with different texts to see if they're all in agreement. So what we have is the earliest form of Black Hayagriva that we know of in Tibet is Dawa Gyaltsen, so that's 11th century. Following that, we have Nyangral Nyima Ozer, and that's in the 12th century. So Nyangral's dates are 1124 to 1192, basically, what's currently agreed upon. And the difference with Nyangral is, I believe the left hand of Hayagriva holds a hook, a Vajra hook. So it's a long stick with a hook at the end and a half Vajra marked with a half Vajra. Then we have, after that, we have the 13th century. We have Guru Chowang, and he basically, I believe, follows the Nyangral Nyima Ozer with the hook. I think we only really have one example of his on the Har website. Now, after that, we go to the 14th century with Sanggye Lingpa. Sanggye Lingpa's dates are 1340 to 1396. Oh, excuse me, the Guru Chowang is 1212 to 1270. Then Sanggye Lingpa, 1340 to 1396. And we find the black Hayagriva contained within the Lama Gongdu cycle of practice. And this is where we find at least four of the paintings on Har that are done in the 19th or very early 20th century are coming out of the Lama Gongdu system. We don't have any early paintings that I'm aware of from the Lama Gongdu. They're all late, because there really was a resurgence of Lama Gongdu, and it was really propelled a lot by the Karma Kagyu school, by the Situ tradition of Palpung Monastery. And it was very popular in the 19th century and popular with Kongtrul and his students. Now, we do have another one. We have a 15th, early 16th century black form of Hayagriva, which again follows primarily from the Nyangral Nyima Ozer, and it's a Pema Lingpa. So Pema Lingpa's dates are 1450 to 1421. So these, now I'm sure there's going to be other black Hayagrivas, one-faced, two-armed, that follow in this model. I believe it is a model of Dawa Gyaltsen. Nyangral and Guru Chowang, Sanggye Lingpa, Pema Lingpa, I think, are all following in the model of Dawa Gyaltsen, famous 11th century Nyingma Tibetan treasure revealer. Now, we do have another one, but we've talked about it before. It's a three-faced, six-armed black Hayagriva, but that Hayagriva appears to come out of more of a Sarma tradition, so we won't deal with that here. We'll stick with the Terma traditions of Jomchub Dawa Gyaltsen. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, you can join Horan Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.